Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. This is going to be weekly. Hang on. I'm going to get the vitamin C out of my mouth so I can talk without sounding all messed up. It's going to be a weekly overview for, almost said September, July 4th through the 10th. There's going to be a timestamp for each day, so you can have like a little card of the day situation if you want. Even when I was doing them individually, I found that there would often be themes that ran through a few days, so that's probably going to happen, but hopefully I'll read it so that each individual day is distinct enough to help anyone who's skipping around. These are sort of timeless, so even though they're numbered and have the day energies associated with them, it doesn't really matter when you hit the energy, because if it resonates, it resonates. And sometimes the color combinations or numbers and symbol combinations will appeal to people. So if someone comes on this video and they have the moon in their 5th house, they might be interested in this day. Or you might be Sagittarius, born on the 8th of December, and this might appeal to you, or something like that. You might have Venus at 9 degrees in whatever station it's at, and this might appeal to you 2 years after I put it out. So that's how it do. So the sun is in Cancer during this week. The moon starts out in Taurus, hits Gemini, and it goes into Cancer here. Hangs out with the moon. No, the moon hangs out with the sun, and then the new moon is on the 10th. Yeah, so the sun is in Cancer, and then the moon is in Cancer, and then the new moon here. So while the sun is traveling through there, we have the darkest night as well. Batman action there. Mercury is still in Gemini during this week. And Venus is in Leo, and Mars is in Leo, and the North Node is retrograding in Gemini, Saturn retrograding in Aquarius, Uranus in Taurus, Lilith in Taurus, Chiron in Aries, Neptune retrograde in Pisces, Jupiter retrograde in Pisces, Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. I think that's it. South Node Sagittarius. Okay. That's what's going on this week in the planets. So this is the only thing that really stands out, is the sun and the moon both in Cancer with this new moon here. But also because Venus and Mars are still hanging out together during this whole week, that might play... No, it might be significant too. Okay, so the decks that I'm using, each day slot should have 1 card each from 3 decks. I think there's a double in there. There's 1 double in here. I think it's this one. So I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot and Animal Spirits together. And I'm also using the Thoth deck. So we'll start with Sunday, the 1st of July, Independence Day in the United States. Sunday energy, Leo energy. Queen of Wands inverted. I've noticed that a lot of these Thoth cards came out inverted, and I think that has to do with the retrograde energy. So I'm not going to worry about that overly so, but check out that sacral energy there. The kitty cat. It looks like a serval. Okay. The kitty cat. And a dance, 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 and a dance, dance, dance. Queen of Wands. Pisces and Aries. So we have the horse. The moon crescent on its head. And little wheat strands for hair. This does remind me a little bit of the Chariot. And the Ace of Pentacles. Alrighty then. I just heard X marks the spot, even though it's a little pentacle X. The horse. The horse. The moon in Aries. No, it's in Taurus. Not the Empress, not the Queen. Moon energy with the horse. Where's the moon with a pentacle energy? The moon in Taurus, 6 of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pentacles. The moon in Taurus. It's a generosity, but this looks like somebody's dropping a new album on June 4th. The horse has got 4 strong, sturdy legs. Right? It's sort of a stand-in for the 4 of Wands here. Queen, 13, breaking down to 4. But it's also bringing in this 6 of Pentacles energy. Wants to be a wheel, but it's not quite there. There's a death cycle, a transformative cycle here, linked to a feminine energy. Everybody's got both, so we're not worrying about that. There's a pineal gland on the end of the staff. There's some kind of third eye awakening, but we see that because it's also showing up on this horse. Oh, so the cat's out of the bag. Queen of Wands. Retrograde, though. Oh, okay. Yeah, the retrogrades, 2 retrogrades in Pisces. Chiron in Aries. So Chiron has to do with wounding. I feel like, okay, this is kind of weird and specific. Someone is dropping an album that, where the premise has to do with their core wounds. But it's coming in this kind of spiritual way where it's sort of like a gut feeling and not really a concrete idea. But it's manifesting in a way that's expressive in order for whoever this is to stand on their own 2 feet for a solid foundation. In the 5 here, with the letters horse, 5 letters. It's not giving me 5 of Pentacles though, but it's, oh, the Hierophant, okay. It's bringing down these energy concepts in a way that establishes like a stepping off point. It's a little bit of like a foundational thing. Let me clarify the Queen of Wands just a little bit more, because that's the most obscure part of it, is this pure energy. I'm also hearing concept album. You got the Devil inverted. So that's Saturn retrograde, which is in Aquarius, which has to do with communication as well. shifting consciousness. I also feel this like upturned fire. Okay, this is a lot. Seven of Swords inverted. That's a moon in Aquarius, right? But I've reassigned it Pluto energy. Pluto retrograde in Saturn. Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. Five of Wands inverted. This is ending a struggle. But the Ten of Cups also inverted. But this is like stage lights here. It's like making a performance out of my disharmony. I almost want to say like disgruntled and unhappiness at the same time. This looks like muscle fibers. It's tearing me apart. It was a cut in over and over again. And I was like, you know what? This is all BS. I caught you at this game. You meaning whatever, situation, something, past stuff. Kind of unraveling from this. 5 and 7, that's 12. That's a cosmic download, transformation, changing timelines, and completing a cycle. The basis of whatever this album is, and it might just be, it could be any creative project, even if the project is yourself. But very specifically somebody dropping an album. But it's not necessarily coming out of an emotional place. It's coming out of a confidence place. Like, oh, I'm so sad. Let me put out these songs and complain about stuff. It's like I lit myself on fire and now I am the phoenix and I'm in control of me and this is what I say. That's the kind of energy. Alright, so let's look at the moon, Monday, the 5th. Shifter or pivot, Hierophant energy, perhaps. The moon on the 5th is in Taurus. Hanging out with Lilith, the dark side of the moon in Taurus. Queen of Swords now. So Sunday, Queen of Wands inverted. Now there's the Queen of Swords. Virgo and Libra. So Libra is ruled by Taurus. Oh no, Libra is ruled by Venus, which is also ruling Taurus. Goddamn. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Deer. All this green energy is just giving me heartfelt compassion right now. So it's sort of like fleeting and tender warmth. Like a guardian spirit to sort of pat you on the back. And also getting, like, peeling the bark off. Like, helping strip, like, being hard in your emotions to expose some vulnerability. But this is inverted. It's taking on an air quality. I just feel like a little bit like airing out your dirty laundry. This card is getting warped and bent on the corner. The Two of Swords. This is... Okay. So this is heading towards justice. This is my low vibration of justice. So it goes Two of Swords, Queen of Swords, Justice, and then the High Priestess. Deer is 4 letters. I almost said 4 of Swords was part of the progression. This inverted is giving me 4 of Swords because opposite of Earth is air. It's a low vibration of the Knight of Pentacles. A Knight inverted tells me Hanged Man. And a Hanged Man is Piscean energy. This energy was coming through in, I think, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago reading, I believe. Or maybe it was the last one. No, the last week reading. Yeah, the previous week reading. Starting in July. There were 2 Knights of Pentacles. Ow. Ooh, that's gross. This is a lower vibration of that. I was like, why is it at a low vibration? And I heard we're keeping it on the down low. So this is something that's a secret, so the moves aren't that big. But there's an eclipse here, which tells me that the sun and the moon are together, i.e. the masculine and the feminine energy. They're both in Leo at this time, but Leo, the sun itself is in Cancer, which is the moon. But the Two of Swords is the moon in Libra. And this had Libra energy. So what am I talking about here? It's like I'm secretly becoming the Queen of Swords because I'm doing my transformative work on the down low. But this is all energetic anyway. So it's like I'm manifesting a healing, but it's under the radar because there isn't anything manifested where people can go like, oh, this is different, because the exterior looks the same. So this is an internal healing. It looks like between masculine and feminine energy. This Queen of Swords is coming in, I think, as a low vibration of justice and not particularly the feminine energy. But I feel like it's sort of like from the ground up. It's like if there needs to be a healing, you can't just heal the higher vibrations. You have to heal the remedial vibrations too. So starting off at this 2 and 4 level makes sense. But whoever is doing this lower vibrational stuff has already attained the queen level. It's sort of like cleaning after a party or spring cleaning kind of thing. Make sure that's still in focus because I hit the camera. Could be better. Okay. I guess, alright. So we got Tuesday, Mars energy, the 6th potentially, Lovers energy, Gemini energy. Mars is in Leo. The moon is in Gemini too. Something was in Aries, wasn't it? Oh, wait. Chiron's in Aries. I think that's it. Yeah, just Chiron. Okay. Mars is in Leo. Debauch. 7 of Cups inverted. Venus in Scorpio. Scorpionic energy inverted usually tells me we need to go deeper. The 7 of Cups is usually distraction, right? Debauchery is like partying as hard as you possibly can until you get sick. This is draining the swamp. Right, pumping the septic tank. I don't know if I held that up right. Seven of Cups. Oh, I already said that. Venus and Scorpio. I did reassign it Uranus energy, though. But it doesn't matter because it's still Taurian energy. That's weird. Okay. Oh, it's the signet. The Fool. Also inverted. Also potentially Uranus energy. This is inverted partly because Pluto is retrograde in Capricorn. And it's like this is tied to it. The Fool is taking a nosedive, though. It's like this looks like somebody scuba diving in sewage. Why that would happen, I don't know. Oh, even more. Sea turtle. Cowabunga. That is so weird. I'm gonna do another layer. That's just bizarre. Six of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Success. Okay, so the turtle's climbing back up out of the sewage. This is ooh, you know what this is giving me? Like the secrets of the ooze. Like Ninja Turtles. They're innocent little animals. Got stuck in the ooze. The mutagen. But successfully thrived and became something else. Succeeded at life in some way. Five of Swords inverted. The sewage is like mind games. I've cut through this line you're trying to give me. Alright, oh, that giving me the same old line, that kind of thing. Moth, and this is the same color too, and it's a really similar shape. Luna moth. I believe a male Luna moth. So we have an air sign grounded. Ow. This is like having a hard time giving up the distractive, like anything to avoid going into a depth of emotion, right? Drinking, partying, shopping, just long, loud conversations about nothing, gossip, reality TV. Like blood sports and stuff like that. It's like I'm having a hard time letting go and seeking the light because this stuff, this artificial stuff, is so pretty. But at some point it's like I'm disentangling from from the mind games that tell me I need this. It's like I gotta go back and redo something. But it's like I have the ability to balance myself out at this level of number 6, which is the 6th. This is healing level where I make my way through the darkness and enter into this manifestation zone that was hitherto blocked by this avoidance and, you know, flush it down the toilet kind of energy. Alright. Look at Wednesday the 7th. Okay. Mercurial energy. The moon in Gemini. Mercury in Gemini. North Node retrograde in Gemini. I'm going to see if there's anything going on with Virgo, but that's not until the end of the month. Adjustment inverted. Number 8 in this deck. So this is the Justice card. This is giving me, I was going to say this is giving me Neptunian energy, but it's like it really wants to be the Hanged Man. Justice hangs in the balance. No, oh, okay. Libra's ruled by Venus. Why is it trying to be ruled by... I was like... Libra's ruled by Venus. Why is it trying to be ruled by Virgo, which is mercurial? Virgo is like the inner child of the Empress. It's like somebody who is not mature has been handing out justice, resulting in lack of justice, or where some kind of true justice is hanging in the balance. Right? Immaturity in terms of balance is like, I want it weighted in my favor. I'm going to thumb the scales, right? I'm going to stack the courts. And this is like, hold up a second, goddammit. 7-7. Ooh! Tangly. Cosmic egg. This is a spiritual element. It's got the little foil thing there. Foil donut. Right there. So this is like the Kundalini energy. And the cosmic egg is kind of like the universe itself, but it's also like where creation sits. Like something's going to be hatched. I want to say it's the crown chakra. I don't know if that's right according to the book, but right now it's the crown chakra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is giving me 9 of Pentacles because I believe that on a lot of cards there'll be 6 Pentacles and then there'll be some split in the design and then 3 other Pentacles together. It's making me think of the Aquarian Tarot. I think I need to get that. I have another card here, but I need to find this first. Oh, that's nasty. There it is. Whereas Nine of Pentacles does have Virgo energy on it. It's Venus in Virgo. It's the standoff between the Empress and the maiden, the immature one, right? The inner child. All told, though, the Nine of Pentacles is usually a low vibration of the Empress anyway. But you see how the bird has 3 pentacles and then there's 6 here. Cosmic Egg, 9 letters, 6 and 3 split. And I just really felt like that needed to be in there. Even though it ends up being the crown chakra, which is where you would expect the downloads to come through for anything in a Hanged Man energy. And again, this is an 8 here when it really wants to be a 12, even though it's Justice and not the Hanged Man. So here's the 3 of Swords. Of course, it's a Libra card. Saturn in Libra. Saturn retrograde energy. This, I'm getting like shoulda, coulda, woulda. But I noticed that the 3 here separate is like these 3 here. I can't move past this certain point in intellectual or emotional maturity because of this. And I'm getting like, I heard vindication, but it's more like retaliation. Like comeuppance, but snotty about it. But I'm also hearing like this egg is about to crack. And I kind of have an inkling what this means. And I don't know why I don't want to say it. I think there's been some recent really shady stuff going on in, at least in the United States, in terms of the justice structure itself, in terms of who's appointed where and vacancies and jamming people in that don't have the experience, i.e. the maturity, to be unbiased in adjusting outcomes. And this is what it's doing. It's sort of becoming a mess. And I think this is kind of like the cosmic energy has ways of dealing with that. Like it's gonna be cracked open. I know there's sort of like, there's always levels of this in individual lives. Like it could be like, I've been waiting to hear back for a ruling for this thing that I have in court or whatever. You know, car stuff, divorce stuff, custody, and all that kind of stuff. Those are like personal level versions of this, but I'm seeing it more this particular day more as like a countrywide thing, or at least like districtly, possibly globally, but we'll see. 7-7. Okay, now I'm gonna have to change the battery. Okay, we're looking at I was like, we're looking at Jupiter. We're looking at Thursday. 7-8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Schlemiel. Schlemansel. House and Feather Incorporated. We gotta do it. A little bit of Laverne and Shirley for you there. There's a cross in a cross. So this is an extra card that came with this. It's 2 intersecting tetrahedrons drawn in a different way. So instead of 2 triangles, it's angled back so see the side that's going in another dimension. I usually associate this card with Nikola Tesla, sort of like a 369 design, and we can see this sort of universal structure, and there's a pentagonal flower in the center. Most life, well, a lot of life forms on Earth have pentagonal symmetry, including humans. So this is sort of like the biological inside of the structural. We have a double here. We have hyena. Look at this, the light and the dark side of the moon. The masculine and the feminine. Kind of echoing this here. I feel like hyena's a little bit like coyote. I'm getting a little bit like they like to have the last laugh, but they're sort of like this sort of like jokey, trickster kind of energy. Tarantula in a... I knew I was going to get tarantula too. I know it when I was shuffling them out. So tarantula, highlighting the number 8 because of the legs. 9 letters though. I was truly, when I was switching from 7 to 8, I kept wanting to say, why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. Really annoying. Okay. Tarantulas are highly misunderstood. They're big, they're fuzzy, they've got little teeny paws. People have them as pets, sometimes people eat them. They are arachnids, and they're big in comparison. I feel like hyena wants to be the one that's misunderstood, though. So we have the world. 21. This is a universal pattern, and I feel like this is the world. And look at, there's little flowers inside of here, too. And it's, this time, this, it looks kind of like a round keyboard with like a net in it. The chakra, the rainbow colors around the outside, that you see the rainbow colors in here, it's now round, and there's more flowers in there. So there seems to be some kind of like world growth cycle happening. 5 and 9 is 14, so there's trying to be a balance. This is cautioning to people to not ridicule things that they don't understand. You could do the work to understand things. These are both fire elementals. 9 and 5 is 14, temperance, and they're at odds with each other. But there isn't anything in here that specifically says water. It just says structure. And it looks like growth and balance. A duality. This is giving me specifically... This is giving me light and dark. Everything's black and white. There's no... it's either this or it's this. And if it's not this, then we're gonna have a laugh about it. This is... It's like... sacral, root, solar. But I mean, it's largely red. It's largely root. There's no web here. I don't know if tarantulas make webs because they're so big. I think they just like wander around and hunt. I could be wrong though. I don't really know. Oh. Tito and Tarantula After Dark, but they also sang Machete. The After Dark song was in From Dusk Till Dawn. But we're already looking at the moon here. And this is dark, and this is dark. This is like sunrise. Sunrise on the 8th day. On the 8th day. Oh. This is a fire sign inverted, so we're dealing with Jupiter retrograde in Pisces. Pisces is the subconscious, the nighttime, the fears, the sort of cackling mob behind you. And I'm not saying this to, like, hyena is like always a prick, because there's a positive aspect. I'm sure of it in the book, but I am not reading the book right now, so I'm just going off of, I keep seeing the hyenas in the Lion King in my head, and I'm like, come on, that's not all there is, but it's like, apparently that's what's there right now. 5 of Wands is sort of like combatant, but it's like, come on, I'm just kidding around. This tarantula, though, it's fire octopus. What? What? Multi-directional. But it's giving me, like, fire octopus holding on to too many things. You gotta let a couple things go. And in the subconscious, in order to get to this creation pattern, these 8 limbs are not the same as the 3-6-9 pattern. It's like we need to go into the subconscious and find out what we're holding on to that we haven't fully understood and ridiculed it, like, oh, I'm a piece of crap, so I hate this part about myself, so I'm just gonna ridicule this part of myself that's part of my shadow and I don't like it, and I'm gonna roll it into a ball in the corner. But now the subconscious, the ball in the corner, the subconscious with the Jupiter retrograde is like, you gotta shed some light on that sunrise and actually make a decision, right? It's not all good or all bad. There's a spectrum involved, and whatever you're holding on to falls along that line. If you were misunderstood or didn't understand, that's not necessarily your fault, and you can't just keep laughing off your problems. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna do the 9th, Venus energy. I need water. My bad toe in the wrong way. Okay, so Friday the 9th, Venus energy. Ace of Swords. Wow, that's nice to see. Particularly green and yellow here. Ace of Swords. Winter. The Dragon. Now I'm wondering if maybe the dragon's the third eye. I don't remember. I think I said that the dragon was solar energy last time, and I might have been right. But either way, we've got this big ancient lizard eye here. We've got... There's no purple, but we've got just about every other chakra here. Most of them. Spiritual realm elemental. So again, we have the chrome donut up there. And I feel like that is relating to this. Like, this energy is coming down through the crown. Dragon is a really serious energy. Like an ancient, cosmic kind of energy. This is sort of like a cosmic eye. Like, other than the 7th, the cosmic egg. And I feel like what's in the egg grows up to become the dragon. And it has this, like, all-seeing cosmic eye, like the cosmic consciousness, which kind of hurls its little fireballs of truth. And this is one of them. 2, 4, 6. So the hangman inverted, so we have a bat here, so we have, again, like sonar. The hangman inverted is like waking up, daybreak, which is a lot what this looks like. And I just said the dragon is hurling these truth bombs down here, and whoever is the bat is like, I heard ya, I got it. Let me move this over here. Venus. This is... The moon is in Cancer, and it's the day before the new moon. But there's like, it's like a wake-up call here. But I don't feel particularly like it's nighttime. I just feel like there's like a huge cosmic download arriving right before that. I can't quite explain it. I think I'm gonna have to... I didn't clear this deck, but whatever, we're gonna use it anyway. I'm gonna smack this deck together, so if you've got sensitive ears or phone situation, cover it. Okay. Had not anticipated using this deck. But I had to bring it out because I needed one of the cards for the 7th. Some information on the dragon. Alright. 7 of Cups inverted. The Wheel of Fortune inverted. That's Sagittarius retrograde and Pisces. And there's the Lovers. Number 6. That's what I was expecting to go with that. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is... Oh, Venus in Scorpio. Deeper into the subconscious to untangle all this confusing garbage. And lo and behold, deep in the middle of the subconscious, like, ha ha, Excalibur. Because the dragon's like, hey, what's up? And there's this healing here. This is Gemini energy. Mercury is direct in Gemini at this time. So this is an overhaul for this character. It could be the healing of a love relationship, but it could just be like a self-integration depending on your situation. It's like the getting to the Tootsie Roll center or the Tootsie Pop of the subconscious right there. Oh, Saturday. The 10th of July. Ten of Discs, 10 of Pentacles inverted. So it's called Wealth. So, I mean, instinctively, it's like, oh, inverted, that's poverty. Yeah, it is Mercury in Virgo. Okay. Mercury in Virgo. Coins. The Wolf inverted. This card I've gotten a lot. Earth sign inverted, air. Earth sign inverted, air. there's a phrase, it's like something rich, but something poor. It's like, like schooling rich, but sense poor, or something like that. I can't remember. The High Priestess. Number 2 with the moon. Is that? Oh, I guess it is inverted. Alright. Kitty cat. Meow meow. With the moon. Traditionally, the High Priestess is the moon, but I'm getting it as Pisces, which is what I've normally get the High Priestess as intuitively. This is the new moon, though. The 10th. The new moon is on the 10th in Cancer. There's 2 planets retrograding in Pisces. Mercury's not retrograde, but the North Node Gemini is. So that's what's going on here. And the wolf is telling me Saturn retrograde. Alright. The wolf is like somebody who's protective and takes care of everybody and like looks out for them and stuff, but if they're in a distorted energy, it's sort of their way or the highway. Like, you didn't solve this the way that I told you to in class, you got the problem wrong. You know, this isn't the way to the Piggly Wiggly. That's this kind of energy. This is, like, you can't see it coming, but I heard instead he had it coming from Chicago, right? He had it coming, he only had himself to blame. This is coming in like poverty. It's like nobody wants to play with me. Well, you were being a jerk and telling everybody what to do all the time, micromanaging, so nobody wants to play with you anymore. You had it coming, and now you're poor of people, right? If nobody wants to work for you because you're a crap manager, your business might go under. If nobody wants to work for you because you're offering several dollars under the minimum wage, then your business will go under. But this is like being super finicky in this position. But I see these 2 cards as being similar. There's a darkness with a light heading up now, and also these retrograde energies. Here, there's this orange to chartreuse transition, and here it's the indigo and violet energy. And I see this, there's yellow here, and a little bit of green, and then the indigo energy here. This should actually go in the middle. I'm getting a little bit like fear of loss, but I do want to clarify this a little bit. Let me get some of these Aquarian tarot cards since I had to bring them out anyway. Not part of the regular part of the spread. Okay. So 2 of Pentacles. So I'm trying to juggle it. And 2 of Cups, both at kind of a weird angle. So we've got Jupiter in Capricorn. And Venus in Cancer. Was I thinking something before about Venus and Cancer being related? Maybe because they're both the feminine energy. Kind of a trail with that, but I don't remember what it was. Virgo energy uprooted is like sort of like a material loss leading to some kind of maturity, perhaps. Like you don't really know what you like how much you somebody meant or something meant till it's gone. And it's like a wake-up call. It's like, wow, like my feels. Like I can't quite express the feels. This is trying to balance a couple things out, though. It's like, how am I supposed to work on, like, emotional maturity if I'm over here, like, making sure everybody crosses their T's and dots their lowercase j's? Six of Rods. I mean, the desired outcome is victory. Jupiter in Leo. Venus is in Leo. Mars is in Leo. Jupiter's retrograde. Saturn's retrograde. I just heard Adele, something, I'm gonna lay all your shit bare. And I think that's what's coming through with the new moon. It's like throwing all the pieces off the Monopoly board. I'm like shoving the coins off of the checkerboard. Like, I don't want to play this anymore. It's like, time's up, reset. But I still feel like that doesn't explain what's going on in this spread completely. Because these cards don't seem to really be helping. Although it's the Aquarian Tarot, Saturn retrograde in Aquarius, so what the frig. Uranus in Taurus, which is ruled by Venus, so what the hell? What does this stuff all mean, though? This was crooked, this was crooked, this is upright. To clarify these. I don't need 20 goddamn cards, though. It's not very helpful. Six of Swords inverted. I need to go deeper. That's not helpful, though. I feel like this reading is being like extra obscure. Like this day is being extra obscure for no reason. Okay, I guess all these cards are coming out anyway. It might just be because it's the new moon and there's more darkness. King of Swords inverted with Six of Swords inverted. The Tower with the Son of Wands and the Six of Wands. So it's like I'm turning my loss into a victory. But I get it sort of like... It's like I'm acting like I did it on purpose. But if I look at this, it looks like I lit the tree on fire and then whoopsies and then... But, like, I meant to do that. But here, it's like I'm transforming, I'm taking this rainbow and these six swords and I'm pounding them down until I have a rainbow sword for the kingdom. But the King of Swords is inverted. It's like I'm acting a little mental, like psychotic dictatorship. So weird. I kind of feel, you know what this is? This is a nightmare sequence. This isn't a reality. This is inside somebody's subconscious. That's why it doesn't make any sense. The Four of Swords inverted. It says truce. But the Four of Swords inverted is wake up. I just said this is somebody's nightmare, and the deck is like, well, then wake up. So, the new moon is going full into the darkness, clearing the slate and saying, you have the power to wake up from this nightmare where someone is out to control and manipulate and like sabotage and tell you they're doing it for your own benefit. Like, come on, do what I tell you. It's good for you, even though it makes you miserable. And this is sort of like looping nightmare. And I think if this is something that's been going on for somebody for a while, the new moon energy and the retrogrades and that double retrograde in Pisces, the subconscious, is going to help flush it out of the cellular memory. Because the ultimate card here is wake up. I mean, traditionally it's like, oh, I'm going to sleep on it and take a rest and I'm going to heal. This is like, look how chaotic this is. Like, I'm waking up from it. Like, there's no, it's like, it's not like I'm, like, truce is like, oh, I made peace, but it's not. It's like I came to a realization that I'm releasing something from the cells of my body, and that's why the nightmares are so ridiculous. So when I wake up, the act of pulling myself out of the dream by gaining some kind of awareness that this isn't real, that I am in the middle of an out-of-body REM session, I create these electrical pathways that change the cells where this has been, where this nightmare's been sitting all this time. I've been experiencing this lately, and I did not, well, it doesn't really matter when, but last night, as of recording this, I had slept weird and woke up early, and I couldn't get back to sleep, and I took a nap, and the nap was so gnarly that I avoided going to bed until 4:30 in the morning because I just couldn't take it. I was like, I need a break from this for a while. I'm just going to stay up all night. And then I didn't get enough sleep, but, you know, it's after several days of working it out, and I just needed a little bit of a break from the whole, like, super nap, super REM session. But it's going to be coming up over and over again, at least until this new moon on the 10th of July. All right. So that's it for that week. Remove this over here. I didn't warn fast enough, but I'm gonna get some hemp products from my friends. I guess that's sort of ish, kind of, not really. There, better. Okay. If you'd like to order a reading, I do offer readings at the moment. They're going to be listed in the description box underneath the video. And if you'd like to help keep this channel chunking along, you can donate, energy exchange, hit that tip jar, PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. Those are all CATtheMinion. If you'd like to have stuff for throwing money at me, I've got a couple of coloring books, dark poetry, merch prints, actual art items. There's a coupon code here for Etsy. So I've got little chapbook packs. It's like, you know, it's not that different than grabbing a few cards and stuffing them in an envelope. There's pictures, there's writing, it's all randomized, so it's if you get one, it's kind of like Spirit being like, here's what you need to confirm or give you an idea. And those are like a little over $3, and then I've got different art things, drawings, paintings, and whatnot. Plushies, some of these Lotus things. So those are all on Etsy. There's a coupon code there, 3*17, 17% off a purchase of 3 or more items. Kind of helps offset that I couldn't price the chapbook packs the way I wanted to on Etsy. So if you get a few of them, you get a chunk off on those or any other items. I think got some social media hanging out over here. You can email me if you have any questions or concerns. And oh yeah, there's also a playlist that I have of readings for sale samples. So if you're not sure what it means by the descriptions down underneath there with the pricing list, there's a handy playlist where there's samples of all of them. Everything here is through the Linktree, linktr.ee/CATtheMinion. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, check out my playlists tab, my discussion tab, and stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Bye.